Good afternoon, my name is Jonathan Sire and I'm here with Colorado State University Adult Fitness, and today I'm going to be leading you guys through a comprehensive full body warm-up. So this warm-up is going to start out standing still. It's going to follow sort of a top-down outline. We're going to have a little bit of cardio as well, get your heart rate up, get your blood pumping, and get you ready to have a good workout today. So first thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you go ahead and put your hands on your hips just like this, chest out, back straight, core nice and tight, and we're just going to do some big, slow neck rolls going in one direction. Really just taking your time, try and breathe as you're stretching and as you're moving, nice and easy. Big breath in, big breath out. Good, and switch going the other direction, please. Good work. One more. All the way around, big and slow. Very good. And then keeping your hands on your hips here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be doing some alternating shoulder rolls. So what's going to happen is you're going to bring one shoulder up and back and then the other shoulder. And then one shoulder, other shoulder. If you have a little bit of movement, a little bit of rotation at your midsection, that's okay. But the big focus just on those shoulders, activating those traps, activating your rhomboids, the muscles in your upper back a little bit. Good. Couple more, just big rolls, big rolls. Good. And switch going the other way now. So instead of going backwards, we're going to be going forwards, keeping those hands on those hips, and just big rolls. Having a little bit of extension with the muscles in our back now and in our shoulders, instead of flexion, and just rolling those shoulders one after the other. Big roll, big roll, big roll, big roll. Good job. Perfect. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Perfect. All right, so now from here we're going to just start marching in place nice and easy. If you want to make this a little bit more intense, what you can do is you can just bring your arms and your legs up a little bit higher and make it more of a formal march. If you need to lower the intensity, you can just lower your steps. But as long as you're moving, as long as you're stepping in place, you should be doing good. If you'd like to do a full-on march, by all means, please feel free. From here, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some tight and close arm circles. So I'm going to have my arms right here sticking straight out to the side, and I'm going to come through. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to. Obviously, the faster you go, the more challenging it's going to be. And I'm just going to be doing some very quick, tight arm circles, flushing some blood into my arms, into my shoulders, activating my lats a little bit. Good. Tight and quick, tight and quick, tight and quick. I challenge you to try and go a little bit faster here for the last few seconds. Faster, faster, faster. Good, and relax for a moment. We're going to be doing the same thing now, but going the other direction. So if you were circling your arms backwards, now you're going to go forwards and vice versa. We're marching along here. Good, arms straight out. Now fast, fast. Good, tight, quick circles, tight, quick circles. Keep marching as you go. Good, I challenge you to go really fast for these last few seconds. Really quick, go, 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 and relax. Good work. Keep marching in place here. What we're going to be doing next is we're going to be doing some raised arm circles. So all that's going to happen... Excuse me. So all that's going to happen now is I'm going to be doing some big arm circles with my arms. I'm going to bring my arms up, raising them up, and then back down and around and up, back down and around and up, back down and around. I'm controlling the movement the entire time. At no point in time am I just letting my arms fall or flop around. The entire time, my arms are in control. Up and around. And forward now. Up and around. Very good. Up and around. One more. Up and around. Very good. And relax. Keep marching. Keep moving. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're just going to be doing some overhead lateral reaches. So I'm just going to be bringing my arm up and over. Big, big reach. I'm not trying to tilt over super intense. I still want to be able to march. And I'm just reaching up and over, just stretching all the muscles lining the side of my body. All the muscles in my shoulder, a lot of the muscles in my arm, my lat once again, and a little bit of those obliques as well. A little bit of that serratus anterior in my core. And switch, other side. Big reach. Big reach, good work. Keep marching, keep moving. Good. And 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now we're going to be doing a cross chest reach. So I'm going to be bringing one arm across my chest and just reaching and holding and pulling, activating our shoulder and our arm, our upper body in just a different way, in a new way now. Good. And relax, other arm. Good job. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. The next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing what are called T presses. So T presses work like this. I'm going to have my hands up to my side here with my shoulders back, my chest out, my core nice and tight, focusing on that good posture. You can do this hands open or closed. It doesn't matter, whatever your preference is. And I'm going to try and imagine like I have a wall in front of my body here. And my hands are up against that wall, and all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sliding and pushing my hands up that wall until I'm all the way up in top of my body. Then my hands are going to be sliding down that wall. So to show you from the side, if I'm here, I'm pushing all the way up that wall and all the way down that wall. I'm not going out here in front of me. I'm not going back behind me. My hands are on that wall, and I'm pushing that wall, maintaining that straight line, maintaining that plane of movement, and then coming all the way back down. One more. Big push, sliding all the way up the wall, and down, sliding all the way down the wall. Let's do one more. Here we go. All the way up, and all the way down. Very good. Relax, keep marching. Next, we're going to do an overhead tricep stretch. So take your arm, bring it back behind your head. You can use your other arm if you'd like to increase the intensity, and you're just going to pull that arm back, just getting a good stretch in that tricep, the muscles behind our arm. Keep marching, keep moving. Good, and switch. Let's do the other arm. Keep marching, keep moving. Very good. And relax. Next thing we're going to do, just to continue to warm up our upper body here, is I'm still going to be marching in place. We're just going to do a real simple punch complex. I say punch is a loose term because the motion is a punching motion, but I don't want you guys to feel like you have to go super fast or super hard, like you have to snap your punches or anything like that. Just the movement is the important part. So I'm going to start with my hands up right here as I'm marching, and then in time with my march, I'm just going to come through. I'm just going to go straight punch, uppercut, uppercut, and straight punch, uppercut, uppercut, straight punch, uppercut, uppercut, straight punch, uppercut, uppercut. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, all you're going to do is you're just going to increase your frequency. So as I'm coming through right now, I'm doing one punch for every 2 beats. If you want to, you can come through and you can do one punch per 1 beat. Make it a little bit more challenging for yourself. Increase the intensity a little bit. Good. And relax. Very good job. Next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to take a moment. We're going to stop marching. We're going to give ourselves a chance to kind of warm up and stretch out our lower body a little bit. The very first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a quad stretch. If you need to use a table, a chair, a wall, or anything like that to kind of stabilize yourself, you're more than welcome to. But aside from that, you're just going to take your arm, grab your leg, and very gently lean forward, just pulling that leg behind you back a little bit more, activating and stretching out that quad in a very similar fashion to the way that we stretched out our tricep, except now we're doing it to our leg. A few more seconds here. Good. And relax. Other side. Good work. Couple more seconds here. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to be doing what's called a front stance calf stretch. Same thing. If you'd like to use a wall to help support you on this, you're more than welcome to. All that's going to happen is I'm going to take a front stance where I just have one foot in front of the other, and then from here I'm just going to be bending my front leg, focusing really, really hard on keeping my back heel flat on the ground. As I bend this front leg, I'm just going to kind of sink my hips and drop my weight down. If I let my back heel come up off the ground, I'm not going to feel a stretch and the movement is pointless. I want to keep that back foot completely flat on the ground as I bend that front leg and as I kind of come forward. And that motion of me keeping my back foot down is what's going to create this stretch, create the tension in my calf muscle. You're going to feel that in the back of your leg. If you want to increase the intensity, you're just going to drop yourself down a little bit further, bringing yourself more forward and further down. If you need to decrease the intensity, exact opposite, you're just going to bring yourself up a little bit more. Good. And then come back to center. Let's do the other side. So now I have my other leg in back. Same thing. Big focus on keeping that back leg down nice and flat. And I'm just going to be bending that front leg. Keeping it nice and flat. I'm just having a good stretch in my calf muscle. Working a little bit of ankle mobility here in this position as well. Good work. Next thing that we're going to be doing, go ahead and come back to center. We're going to come through what's called a split stance, which is similar to a front stance, but it's not quite as wide. I'm just going to have one foot in front of the other. And from here, I'm going to focus on keeping my posture as good as I possibly can, hinging exclusively around my hips, keeping my chest big, my core tight, my back nice and straight. I'm going to breathe in. And then keeping the integrity of this split stance, I'm going to breathe out and slide down my leg. Try and touch those toes. Go as far as you comfortably can. You want to feel a pull, but you should not feel pain. Do everything you can to maintain that good posture in your back. Try not to round your back like a turtle shell. Keep that good posture and just hinge around your hip. You're going to feel this stretch all through the back of your leg, through your hamstring, up into your glutes, and into your hip a little bit as well. Good. And come back up. Big breath. Go ahead and switch. Other side now. Same thing. Big focus on that posture, hinging around my hips. And I'm going to breathe in and out. Going as far as I comfortably can. Good work. Few more seconds here. Keep breathing. Good. Check that posture if you need to. And relax, bringing yourself back up nice and smooth. Very good. Last thing that we're going to do standing up, and then we're going to be transitioning to the ground, is we're just going to warm up our hips a little bit. We're going to do an open gate, closed gate exercise. So you can do this with your hands independent. You can brace your hands here on your core. You can put your hands here on your hips, wherever it is most comfortable for you. And from here, all I'm going to do is with my feet about a shoulder width apart, I'm going to bring my knee up, and I'm going to open the gate and set it down, challenging my balance and my control. This should not be a super fast, violent motion, nothing crazy. I want to be in control of the movement the entire time. And I'll do my other side, down, and up, down, and up, down. Try and get one more. Down, up, out, down. Good. We'll do the same thing now, but now instead of opening the gate, we're going to close the gate. So from here, I'm going to be bringing my leg up to the side, closing the gate, bringing it down. Up to the side, closing the gate, bringing it down. Up, close, down. Up, close, down. Try and get one more each way. Last one. Very good. From here, we're going to be transitioning to the ground. So I'm going to adjust my camera slightly. Give me one moment, please. All right. So the very first thing that we're going to be doing here on the ground is glute bridges with the tempo. So what's going to happen is I'm here, I'm laying on my back, I have plenty of room on the floor. All that's going to be happening is same thing. I'm focusing on maintaining my perfect posture, keeping my back nice and straight, core nice and tight. I'm going to be bringing my weight onto my shoulders, the nice strong meaty part of my back when I do this. I'm not putting any weight on my neck. And all that's going to happen is we're going to have a 3 count up and a 3 count down. So keeping my posture, driving with my heels, I'm going to be bringing my hips up. 1, 2, 3. Nice strong bridge, and then down. 1, 2, 3. And up. 1, 2, 3. And down. 2, 3. Up. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. One more. Up. 2, 3. And down, 2, 3. Let's get one more actually. Up, 2, 3, and down, 2, 3. Good work, and relax. Next thing that we're going to be doing here, we're going to stay in this position on our back, but this time I'm going to keep one leg bent. I'm going to extend my other leg out in front of me, bringing that leg straight, and we're going to work on some single leg raises next, activating that core. Keep that posture, keep that good neutral position. If you want to increase the intensity of this movement, you're going to keep your hands out to your side or here on your stomach, bracing your core, and you're not going to let your leg touch the ground at all. If you'd like to decrease the intensity, you can put your hands underneath the small of your back, and you can set your leg all the way down on the ground between repetitions as well. So if I'm here, I'm going to start with my leg slightly off the ground. I'm going to raise that leg all the way up until it gets parallel with the ceiling, and I'm going to bring it all the way down. And all the way up, pointing at the ceiling, and down. Controlling this movement the entire time. There's no violent swings, no sudden movements. Everything is smoothed and controlled. Last one on this side. And down. Very nice. Let's practice our other side next. Here we go. And up. And down. Good. Up. And down. A few more here. Good. Try and stay consistent. If you do one of the modifications to this to make it more or less intense on one side, make sure that you're doing the same thing on the other side here. Very good. And relax. Next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a side plank. We're going to be doing 10 seconds on, then 10 seconds off with these side planks. You have a choice with these side planks. You can either do them on your forearm, bringing yourself a little bit closer to the ground, taking some of the stress and tension off of your shoulder and back and focusing on your core a little bit more, or you can do it up off the ground on your hand. It'll activate some of the muscles in your arm a little bit more, and it'll still work your core. It just depends on what you're comfortable putting tension and putting pressure on. It also depends on what kind of floor you're using. So for me, I'm going to start on my forearm, and then depending on how my elbow feels on the hardwood, I might transition to my hand. So from here, same thing, focusing on keeping everything straight and strong. I'm going to be bringing my hips up, having that good posture, and I'm going to come through plank. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then I'm down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do the other side next. Here we go. And up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to stay on our backs here. We're going to turn ourselves over flat on our backs one more time. What's going to happen this time is I'm going to be doing scissor kicks or flutter kicks. So I'm going to start here, hands out to the side. I'm going to bring my feet just off the ground ever so slightly, and I have a choice. I can either come through and flutter my legs here like I'm swimming, or I can bring my legs side to side, alternating one on top of the other, like my legs are a pair of scissors. Your choice. So coming through here, fluttering, or scissoring. Your choice. If you want to alternate between the two, you're welcome to do that as well. Similar to the leg raise, if you want to make this more intense, keep your hands free, brace your core. If you'd like to make it less intense, a little bit less painful on your core, you can bring your hands under the small of your back here and brace that way. Whatever's most comfortable for you. 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on a little bit of upper body strength. We're going to come through with some push-ups. So I'm going to be here in my push-up position. You can either be on your feet or you can be on your knees, whatever's most comfortable for you. Just ensure that your back is nice and straight, your core is nice and tight, and you have that good posture throughout. So I'm here, and I'm just going to be coming through all the way down, pushing up nice and strong all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Let's get 3 more. 2, and 1. Perfect. Next movement, we're going to stay on our hands and knees here.
we're going to do a hold in a position that's known as a bird dog. Bird dogs are very easy. All that's going to happen is I'm going to pick one arm. Whichever arm I pick, I'm going to be doing the opposite leg, and I'm going to bring my hands and my feet up off the ground in front of me here. And I'm just going to be holding, maintaining that good neutral position, maintaining that nice straight spine the entire time. Holding for a few more seconds here. Keep that balance, keep that core nice and tight. And switch. Bring yourself back to center, get yourself readjusted. And other side now. So other hand, other leg. Good work. After this movement, we'll have one more stretch and then one final cardio burnout, and then we'll be done. Good. And bring yourself back to center. Perfect. Staying in this position here on our knees, what's going to happen now is I'm going to do a hip flexor stretch. All that's going to happen is I'm going to have one foot in front of the other just like this. If you want to make this movement a little bit more challenging, you can pick your back knee up off the ground and let your body weight sustain itself. If you'd like to make it a little less challenging, a little less intense, you can leave that knee on the ground. Once I'm here, I'm going to plant my other hands right on this leg, and I'm just going to bring myself forward and sink my hips down, feeling that stretch coming right through the inside and the top of my hip here, and a little bit on the inside of my leg here as well. And I'm just going to sink and hold here. 3, 2, 1, and other side. And I'm just going to sink and hold. If you're like me, you'll notice that one of your hips is a little bit less tight than the other. That's totally fine. That's usually indicative of just a muscle imbalance depending on how we stand, how we sit in the car, how we sit at our desk and stuff like that. It's definitely something that we want to pay attention to, and it's something that we want to train out. But don't freak out. It's not uncommon, and it's not anything super urgent. If it's starting to cause you pain, then definitely start to consult your healthcare professional. Start to see if you can do some exercises to strengthen that imbalance and get it taken care of. And come out of that position. I'm going to adjust my camera one more time here. All right. So the very last thing that we're going to be doing here is we're going to be doing just a good old-fashioned cardio burnout. So all that's going to happen is I'm going to have you guys jogging or running in place. And if you have the room to actually jog and sprint or run and cover a little bit of distance, you're welcome to do that as well. All that's going to happen is for 10 seconds, I want you guys moving and pumping your arms, really stepping hard with your legs, and then we'll have a 5-second rest. Then we'll go 10 seconds on, 5 seconds off. 10 seconds on, 5 seconds off. We'll do that a total of 4 times for a grand total of 1 minute of work. So here we go. Start moving, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And rest for 5 seconds. Just kind of come down a little bit. Try not to completely stop moving. 3, 2, 1. And 10 seconds on. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax for a few seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 10 seconds on. Go quick, go quick. Quick as you can. Move those arms, move those legs. Go at your own speed, but do your best. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. 5 seconds. We've got one more. Use this last repetition as your best repetition. You can do it. Here we go. Set. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And that's all I have for you guys today. Have an amazing workout. Thank you so much for joining me.